I mean, you've always been a leader for this team.
Yeah.
How much more important do you think it is now? I mean, coaching change, all that stuff. You feel like, hey, you need to be that voice and kind of get you heard.
Man, I feel like with the guys we got on staff, with the guys we got in this locker room, I feel like we've been through so much adversity. I feel like we just take it day by day, man. And I'm always lead, but man, I don't feel like I have to be that over the top leader. I have to have my voice heard every day, every second. So my guys know the message. We still here to compete, and we still here to finish the season out strong.
What was kind of the player reaction to Coach Dirk again?
Man, it was a lot of excitement, man. Like we speak. Everybody, we love Dirk. Everybody thinks a lot of Dirk, and so man, he's a great guy, great motivator and a great teacher. So it was just a lot of excitement. Guys just excited.
Just get prepared to play Vanderbilt this week. Let's talk about the challenge of facing a quarterback like that again. You guys have seen some guys like that before.
Right. Man, the biggest challenge is whenever he get out the pocket, he's still looking downfield for another throw. So, it's really just going to be trying to maintain and contain that quarterback, making sure that we keep him inside of the pocket and put pressure on him as much as we can. Change the looks up on him every now and then, and just make sure that he's uncomfortable sitting in that pocket. That's a real big thing. And then, as far as their ground game, I mean, they probably have one of the better ground games in the SEC. So it's going to be a challenge stopping the run on up front too.
You guys had success against them last year defensively, right, but they've been a better team, better offense this year. You see some differences from maybe last year to this year with what they're doing on offense?
Yeah, man. As far as the quarterback go, the quarterback play is still the same, man. He's still a dynamic guy. He's still, the guy that they need to play, he can make one. They really have a really solid ground game when it comes to just them pounding the rock down the field, and they got some really dynamic receivers, and I forget names, but I know number 0 was he's a really good player when it comes to just making plays down the field. So I mean, they got some playmakers on their team, and that's the realest big tell that you can see on that offense from last year to this year.
There's only a handful of teams that kept all their opponents to 24 or fewer points this year to be one of them. I know the results aren't what you want, but how much pride do you take in that?
Man, that's too much pride we take in it. Like, we didn't even know that stat existed until, we seen it till the coaches came to and brought it to us a couple days ago. So just to be recognized in that light, man, is an honor itself. It shows that what we do on defense is violent and what we do work. So, it's an honor.
How's the reaction been to with some of the young guys who, probably haven't had much losing in their past, and obviously haven't been through a coaching change like this? What do you kind of do as one of the older guys with them?
Man, I just try to give them motivation, man. And, I just try to keep their heads on what's important now. In college football nowadays, I mean, you get so caught up in what's next and what the situation is right now, man. Like I tell them, be where your feet are, man, and let that path cross whenever it crosses. Whenever they have any questions or any advice, because it's my first time going through it as well. But being an older guy, man, I kind of figured out how to navigate through that. Younger guys, man, this is all they know is Coach Freeze, and I just want to keep them motivated and keep them uplifted just to keep going.
So a lot of people would have expected a team with the losses y'all had this year to just pack it in and not keep fighting. Y'all have done it every single game. And we hear after the game about you and Champ and other guys trying to keep the locker room together.
Right.
How much responsibility do you feel to kind of help make sure that you guys do that for these last 3, no matter what happens from here on out?
Total responsibility. Like, I take total responsibility for any and everything that happens. I look at this, me, Champ, Jeremiah, Connor, all of us, Keyron, we all look at this as our team. I take full responsibility for everything that go on, for everything that happened throughout the season, and like just taking that responsibility in gives me even more motivation to just go and like keep that locker room together. And now I feel like that locker room is even more together than what it used to be.